Hello, good evening. Welcome everybody to our presentation tonight, Saturday, Sabbath, I was going to say Spanish. My mind is still Spanish here. This is Claudia speaking from Germany. Beautiful Saturday summer evening. And I hope that you all are safe and very well. We're going to start this presentation in a second from here. So again, let's welcome everybody from all around the world. I know we have many people logging in via Facebook, via different, of course, mediums. We have people from Europe, all over Europe, from Australasia, New Zealand, United States, and parts of Asia and Africa. So a true global community, which is fantastic. So just for you guys who are new on the presentation today, never have listened to this presentation, we're going to go in the next 20-25 minutes over Utopian Global, what Utopian Global is, how of course it can benefit your life, and at the end of the presentation we're going to walk you through some Q&A, some questions if you do have some. I'm going to have also some great guests on tonight's presentation afterwards, so I hope that you can join us, of course, until the end of this presentation, so that you can listen from some other people as well. So with that, we're going to get started here, the presentation with Utopian Global, time to get in real assets, real income, and real lifestyle. Now, for you guys who don't know me, I since long time, I'm actually co-hosting these presentations. I'm as well an independent affiliate with the company of Utopian Global since the start, that is many years ago. Yes, time does literally fly. I sometimes think, wow, this is really crazy. But yes, we did actually start the pre-launch in 2008, so we are longer than 1 decade around. We didn't start with the name of Utopian Global. We started with Joseph Wealth Systems. Reason why we changed, obviously, is you change in branding, you go ahead, you redesign, etc. But we really started with Joseph Wealth System out to provide ordinary people extraordinary wealth, and help, of course, people to shift and be benefiting from this big wealth transfer. And of course, I believe everybody knows what happened in late 2008, 2009, of course, the huge crisis, which wiped out a lot of people, especially if you were in the United States, happened. And of course, all what we had been teaching and talking about, how to prepare yourself for this financial storm, they did very well. Now we are in the midst of another storm, probably way worse, of course, than the one we had, and I don't have to talk about so much, because I believe you all know what just happened, or what is still happening in many countries throughout the world. But with that, you know, there's always, to any challenge, there's always an opportunity if you do take action, if you spot this opportunity. And this is what we're going to teach and show you here today. So myself, I have been really literally since day one with this wonderful company. And why? Well, very simple. I was, like most people, in the rat race, you know, working really hard, very hard. In fact, I had 2 jobs. I was a manager in the morning, and in the evening, I managed a 1-star Michelin restaurant here in Germany, where I had the pleasure to meet amazing people from all around the world, including presidents from many big nations around the world. And yet, of course, making okay money never led me to financial freedom and to, of course, achieve real great wealth. And so only when I learned about, of course, what Bill Rowell, the founder of Utopian Global, was going to do with this opportunity, really did I, or had I, was to take a chance, and did I take a chance to actually, you know, get myself involved, and of course, eventually that turned my life around. So I'm here today showing you this opportunity, which is absolutely amazing, and I hope that you take the right action steps, at least that you listen to and learn something new. If I can do that, teach you something new, and you can learn something new, that is already a great start. Now, what are some of the challenges most people face today. No money, no savings. Most people live paycheck to paycheck. That is a reality. It's not nice, it's sad, but this is the way it is. If you are in some of the countries like the United States, of course, then you may even have high student loan because you wanted to get a great education. And so those are realities, as well as most people all around the world, if you have a credit card, they are in credit card debt. In fact, credit card debt has surpassed 1 trillion with a T, which is really not comprehensible how much this is, but this is a lot of money. And most people, they are not even paying any more back their debt, they are paying back the interest on that debt. And so they are in a basically financial hole. It's really crazy out there. And then of course we have another phenomenon, and that is worldwide. So everything is really global. It's not just anymore just one country effect. It's every country, in fact. Yes, even the so great country, they always say the motor of Europe, which is Germany, very much affected as well. Artificial intelligence will automate and eliminate 40% of the jobs within the next 15 years. So I know my parents, in fact, they always, my grandparents, of course, they said, well, kid, get good grades, get a good education, and get a good job. Well, I did all that. Unfortunately, that didn't lead me to wealth either. And in fact, I was also, made in some other jobs I had been redundant. And so, as I said, like, this is a reality today. This is the fact. So if you think your job is safe, think twice. It may be not anymore there tomorrow because it is being replaced. Now, 85% of people who are working in their jobs, they're unhappy. They're unfulfilled at work. They don't like what they do. And that is, again, another sad reality. So do you ever feel like you were meant for more? I know I did feel that. In fact, I actually escaped East Germany when I was 15 with my mother and my sister. So my mother, just short of the age of 40, did take us two girls, and we escaped East Germany in search for freedom, for a better life, so that we didn't have to worry about money, that we could go and travel wherever we want, because I wanted to have a better life. So yes, I always felt to be meant for more. Unfortunately, I did only realize many years later that just by working hard is important, but that doesn't necessarily lead you to wealth. So how would you feel if you actually had control of every aspect in your life? What if there was a way for you to build a better life? What if there was a life where you experience more happiness and more fulfillment? Well, with Utopian Global, you now have the power to instantly build and grow your wealth. Instantly build and grow your wealth. And I don't just say that lightly because I want to sell you something. No, that is certainly not a fact. You see, with Utopian Global, we have an amazing platform I'm going to share in a second with you, of course, where a platform actually which protects everyone's future with a medium of exchange that has stood the test of time, such as, of course, is silver and gold. You see, I wasn't educated on silver and gold. In fact, nobody on the kitchen table would actually talk about money. You just didn't do that at home. And maybe this sounds familiar to you, but we were not educated of silver gold. Of course, I did hear the stories of my grandparents. I even heard, my father didn't talk so much. Sort of, he kept the wars to his side. I mean, he was in the World War II. He was a pilot in the Messerschmitt airplane. He was really much older than my mother, but he didn't really talk much. But of course, my grandparents, they sometimes told me about those stories, how people would flee with gold and silver the borders, but I didn't really grasp it. I really didn't understand the meaning behind gold and silver. But through Utopian Global, the platform, I really understood. And that, I'd have to tell you, changed my life. In fact, because of that, I could eventually achieve financial freedom. So Utopian Global platform where you can earn residual rewards as well from income producing assets. You can own real assets. Build the company by a community that believes that you should be in control of your money. See, most people who go to work today and they trade their time for a currency which loses value every 8 years, 50%. So they're working for a currency, for money. That means they're not in control of money. See, I didn't know that. I didn't really think about that, but now I do. If you work because you have to go out and you have to work because you have to get that money, that means money is in control of you. Now, when I learned that, it really, okay, it gave me like it really hit me hard, because yeah, I mean, I'm right. Life is not supposed to be like this. So we have ways, of course, that you can change that. And so there's nothing bad with working, absolutely nothing bad with working. We have to work, that's clear. But it's something else to be in control, be in charge. So Utopian Global, a global community that is working together to restore real value in money, real value in money. Why? Well, because if we think of currency today, well, that is losing its purchasing power over time. In fact, every currency is. So it's not real value. It's not sound money, of course. Utopian Global founded by the belief that everyone should experience financial freedom. Everyone, no matter who you are, no matter who you live, no matter what you earn, no matter what race, what color, no matter what belief, what religion, no matter, you deserve. A company which is really driven by 3 pillars, that is trust, that is freedom, and that is community. Community. We've got to think back in community. The only thing I really sort of miss of East Germany, I have to say, tell you this little story. I have to say, I still miss that, because you could knock at the neighbor's door, you needed an egg, you traded something else in, you could leave the door open, nobody would rob you. So it was community. You would greet your neighbor, you would have respect. You know, this was beautiful about that, about communism and socialism, of course. But and see, this is what we try to really restore here with community, a community who works towards a common goal. And I love it so much. So we are all about helping you and your money work for you instead of you working for it. We want you that money works for you instead working for it. And for that, you got to understand that, or you got to understand the ways, the 4 ways actually money is created, or cash flow is basically created. 95% of the people, meaning almost all people on planet Earth, they only share in 5% of the wealth. 5% of the wealth which is created each and every year, each and every day, each and every month. Only 5%, only 5% of that wealth is actually distributed between the 95%. Isn't that unfair? Well, that is the way it is. And 5% of people, they share in 95% of the wealth. That's why we have this really extremely few people which are so rich. And then you have, of course, this masses of people who are poor, and a very small amount of people who are in the middle class. In fact, that is getting smaller and smaller. So 60% of people who go to work, and again, working is nothing bad. I had a job. It's not bad. So with 60% work for someone, but they trade their time, which we all have the same, no matter if you're investor, business owner, if you're under 35%, they trade their time for currency, which is losing over time value. And 35% of the people who are self-employed, they have their own small business. Well, the same deal. They're trading their time, which is valuable, which you never get back. It's the most valuable asset, for a currency which loses this value. Once I crossed that, I knew, well, what I have been doing, and the reason why I wouldn't get ahead was because I didn't understand that wealth building principle, and the business owner and the investor, they do understand that. That's why they're on the 5%. We want you to hear through Utopian Global, help you to become either, if you wish, a business owner, but yes, a investor, to be in the 1%. So you have this chance, of course, here by building, of course, by first of all, starting with gold and silver, by having income producing assets, and by owning a business, a platform, a vehicle where you can have 1% of the efforts of 100 people instead of 100% of your own. That's what John Paul Getty, the richest man once upon a time, the richest man on planet Earth once upon a time said, I rather have 1% on the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own work. And that's why Einstein, of course, fellow German citizen, he said, you know, leverage is the eighth world wonder. Most certainly it is. And through Utopian Global and the platform, the ecosystem, you have now access to own gold or silver and therefore safeguard and grow your wealth by saving its precious metals, by owning store and earning income from income producing energy assets via the store platform. Not available for the United States citizens, so apologize, but you're gonna guys get another great product very soon. Education, well, where you learn from top level coaches to build and grow generational wealth, which you can pass on to your children's children. And by having a platform, if you decide to join that platform, to be your own boss and market our products and services and get paid for doing so. Now, gold has outperformed all major currencies over time, all of them. We have here the euro, the Great British pound, and the US dollar. But any currency, we have people here from Nigeria on the call, they own Naira. We have people from South Africa on the call. They, of course, earn their South African rand. We have people from Australia, the Australian dollar. Whatever currency, every gold basically has outperformed every major currency and also smaller. In fact, Voltaire, the great French philosopher, he always said eventually all paper currency value or all paper currencies go back to their intrinsic value, which is zero, which is nothing. And that's what's happening. In fact, this is what is happening. And if you had, and we have lots of UK people here on the call, if in the last 20 years, instead of holding on to your Great British pound and putting it in a savings account, if you would have put it into gold, you would have outdone it at 675%. Now, that you have to really digest. Sorry, my words sometimes, you know, English is not my first language, but you got to really digest it. 675%. And I have a team in Argentina. If you're in Argentina, in 19 years, the last 19 years, gold has outperformed over 34,000 times their currency. That's really crazy, but that is, again, a fact. So we make gold and silver savings easy for you with a very easy platform. A new way to actually own gold or silver. Utopian Global uniquely, very uniquely, of course, integrates physical gold and silver into what? Into the digital world. Save in investment grade gold and silver, buy, sell, and store it. Enjoy lowest gold and silver prices, and our affordable fees mean that we sell gold at the lowest prices. Redeem physical gold or silver. You legally own all the gold and silver you buy from us, and you can ship it from a minimum of 1 gram to you. Of course, if we can ship to you, if of course FedEx let us ship to you. We don't ship to Africa. We don't ship to Latin America, but we ship to many other places all around the world. And we have, of course, also pick up. Easy platform, 24/7 access, easy liquidation, LBMA good delivery, secure private LBM vaulting with Loomis International, sourcing from the #1 refinery in the world. Why work with the second or a third best if you can work with the best? And of course, independent auditing. Fully secured gold or silver because you deserve free, transparent, and unlimited access to your assets. You deserve it. You can sell it back anytime. Now, Store is an amazing platform, an equity platform where you earn from income producing energy assets via Store. How does it work? Well, the network generates income, generates money, of course. Then that money is put into Store, the company, acquires assets. The assets are sold to the market, and the assets generate revenue. And then, of course, you, the store holder, receives cash. And currently, the assets which a store owns generate around 20% per annum. Such assets we currently own, and of course, this is a platform where we're gonna add and add and add and add more assets as we do grow. It only started in late 2018, the store platform. And we own now a small asset and a larger asset, which is the Texas oil producing field, which is producing 24/7 oil for you. In fact, we are, of course, really stakeholders in a company which supplies British Petroleum. How great is that? Well, this is what we have and what we have achieved through community. So the Raccoon Bend oil field, which is located in Texas, does produce around 750 to 800 barrels a day oil. We have insurance policy in place where we have it hedged with British Petroleum, that we always at least get $50 per barrel for 50% of the field. So, which is really, really great. And of course, if oil prices go up again, once we go out from this pandemic, which we are having, we obviously will see higher prices again. And the beauty about that is this is an asset which has proven reserves which are going to produce for us another 25 plus years. So that means when I'm old here sitting with some gray hair and hopefully not too many wrinkles, but you know, I do my best with eating well, but I'm probably going to share still what and how great this asset is paying. So because again, this has 25 years of proven reserves, not even taking account what is possible and possible. Now, Store is, of course, a platform where we add, as we grow, more assets. In fact, we have a timeline and we have a target for that, where we want to go into plastic recycling, meaning turning the plastic, which is everywhere, into petroleum, and then sell it to the market, where we want to go into mineral mining, meaning of course clean up those old mines, but take out of course minerals and then sell them. So there's lots of projects, great projects, always looking after the environment, very, 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 very key, in fact, and of course, but projects which generate income, and we have a target listing eventually to list on an exchange with at €4 of the price of Store. Currently we are at 48 cents. So with that, I want to just introduce you quickly, or just go over the owner of Utopian Global, which is Bill Rowell. Bill Rowell is a great entrepreneur. I know him for many, many, many years now, in fact, almost 2 decades, and huge industry knowledge. And of course, the team of Store, Ryan Messer, I know him also very, very long time now. Have been also ventured with him and Bill in another project with him in oil and gas, and have done really, really well out of that. And Ryan Messer, so he's the founder of Store. He has a team which has 250 years of combined knowledge in refining of crude oil and blending, mixing, marketing, and mineral extraction, everything which has to do with real assets. Most of those gentlemen are having their own companies, or they are advisors for big companies. So very high industry professionals working with us. Now, if all what I said, and I said a lot, I understand, you like what you saw. Well, right now, of course, the biggest question you may ask is, how can I get started? What can I do? Well, most people start as a customer, okay? They simply want to get involved. They understood the message, which was clear with gold or silver, that your currency loses value over time, and that, you know, in order to build wealth, generational wealth, you've got to have gold or silver. That's what all the rich people, all the billionaires of this world, they have part of their money, not all, just a part, in gold or silver. It's an insurance, it's a hedge against inflation. So as a customer, you simply get involved, buy your gold, buy your silver, can sell it back anytime, or you buy your Store. And you buy your Store because you either want to have benefit from the increase in the asset value when you sell it on an exchange, or you wish to earn for a long, long time those distributions from those assets, meaning what the income is generating. Or you do like myself, I also wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to build a business. I didn't want to be anymore trading my time working on other people's dream. I wanted to work for myself, to be your own boss. And this is what you achieve by becoming an affiliate. You can join the platform by being an affiliate. You select your affiliate package, you commit to a 50 euro per month asset accumulation plan, because we want you to build and grow your asset. In fact, the asset accumulation plan, even if you come as a customer, you should get on it. Why? Well, because as it says, it's an asset accumulation plan. You build and grow assets. And as an affiliate, you also can earn from customer sales and from affiliate sales. Also, like the customer increase from the asset value of store, the distributions, and so on. Now, there's different packages. Different markets have different packages. If you're in the US, if you are in Europe, if you see here 9970, just don't look at it. If you're in Australia, don't look at it. If you're in New Zealand, just don't look at it, because they're not for you. Look at the higher packages. Why? Well, because the higher packages, they have more assets in there, and the 9970 are really designed for Africa, Latin America, where they have less at their disposal. It's just the way it is. But it gives you, of course, the different packages. If you're in outside the United States, you get store. So what you see here, those packages, and you see those numbers below, those are the store, the assets which you get, which produce income. You get your gold and silver platform, you get your wholesale pricing, you don't have a fee applied if you sell your gold back. You have free storage with the LBMA #1 storage facility. You have your marketing platform, your sales funnels. You can earn a daily, weekly, monthly referral income, and you have your premium education to your disposal. All the US packages, they are literally replaced. Instead of store, they have gold and silver in there. And of course, as an affiliate, you now have multiple ways to earn money, from fast start commissions to direct bonuses to incentives. You can qualify for travels. I mean, we had some people actually who are on the call today. They have been traveling to the assets in Texas to really stood on the ground to see, are they out there, or is Claudia just saying that? No, they are there. They have been speaking to the engineers, to the people who run the field, to other co-owners of the field. And of course, many other commissions, which I'm not going to go into it. I'm going to make it simple, very simple, to end here this very soon. When you join your business, the first question you're going to ask yourself, when am I going to be cash flow positive? Okay, I do this, I start my own business. Claudia, how fast can I get cash flow positive? Well, it's actually easy. We have what we call the power of free. Find free others who also would like to own store or gold or silver, and yours is free. So let's say you join with a 1,500 euro package, get 3 people in, and your package is basically literally paid for, and you own the assets, which produce you either income, of course, or grow your wealth with gold and silver if you are in the United States. But it could be even simpler. Let's say, and these cases happen all the time. Let's say you are in Nigeria, you start with a 99 euro package, you have a good friend in the UK, he starts with a 3,500 package. Well, now the person in Nigeria is making 998 euros in commissions. So that is one person joining, and he's already cash flow positive and has a lot more money going into his pocket. But we also have higher packages up to 1 million euro, and the reason for that is because you simply are going to get more assets. As higher the package, as more assets you will get. As higher the package, as more assets you will get. Okay, very simple. But how would you like to get your own asset accumulation plan for free? Well, very simple. Simply, your 50 euros that is, simply refer one person a month and you're already free. It's already paid for, because the bonus for joining this new person is already more to cover actually your 50 euros. So for €1 a day, really, you have available the opportunity that you can have ownership in real income producing assets. access to real wealth protection, a savings and accumulation plan denominated in real assets, achieve infinite returns, an online business where you can market anywhere in the world, earn residual income, and of course have a team of people who are working with you, a community, and enjoy tax benefits in a different jurisdiction. So if you wish to pay off debt, if you want to save money, if you want to change lives, if you want to create generational wealth, then this is for you. The time to build wealth with passive income is now. The time to get in is now. Now, just a little disclaimer at the end, we always have to do that, that Utopian Global compensation plan, meaning the affiliate plan, is an exciting opportunity that rewards you for selling services and for sponsoring other participants who do the same. Although the opportunity is unlimited, that's meaning unlimited potential, individual results will, of course, vary depending on your commitment levels and sales skills of each participant. The income projection should not be considered as a guarantee or projection of actual earnings or profits. Success with Utopian Global results from hard work, dedication, and leadership. When I started the business, I, of course, worked hard. I really pushed for it. I'm still pushing for it. Why? Because I have so much believe in it. Because I know what I know. And when you know what you know, how the economy is doing, what's happening in the world, there's no other way than to share it. There's no other way. And of course, as per terms and conditions, store equity is not licensed for distribution in the United States of America. As a result, it may not be offered, sold, or delivered there. And we have a 14 days money back guarantee. Now, who guarantees you to get money back? Well, we do. So, and the rest is very simple, up to you. If you decide to stay where you're at, that's okay. But if you want to create your own economy, then you got to make a decision. You have to make that decision if you wish to create your own economy. So with that, I want to say thank you, guys. I'm literally 2 minutes over the time I wanted to go. And I'm just going to quickly here show and bring Dr. Adrian Plu in the call, and I have also Ayala Cargill coming on the board. So let me just unmute here Dr. Plu. He's can I not make him? Yeah, yes. There you go, Dr. Plu. You are there, but we don't see you.
Oh, you don't see me? Hold on. You should be able to see me. Yeah. Go ahead.
Allow attendee list. No, I'm gonna make you. I think I can't do that. Okay, well, I think I cannot, because I think it says here, no camera, mute, allow attendee list, send chat message. No, yeah, okay, I can only listen to you, unfortunately.
Okay, all right. I don't know why I'm ready to be seen, but it's okay. Well, first and foremost, let me just say to everybody who's tuning in, you're listening to one of the greatest opportunities, and I don't say that lightly, that will come into your lifetime. You know, I've made a few. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, now.
I've made a few decisions in my life that I'm so glad of. Number one, following God. Secondly, marrying Pastor Lachelle, and who has given me a wonderful family. And thirdly, making a decision not to be poor anymore. And I want you to hear this. I want you to understand this. When you make a final decision, poor no more, I make the switch to rich, you need a vehicle to do that. And Utopian Global has become this vehicle, Mr. Bill Rao, with this wonderful, ingenious plan to give access to the average person. And guess what, everybody? That used to be me, the average person. Poe wasn't poor. We couldn't afford the other OR. We were Poe. But however, I began to learn the secrets of the generational wealthy. And I had gained access to a business in which I have put in a lot of hard work. But guess what? Guess what the great thing about it is? Now I'm building and creating wealth. My children are learning concepts and principles that aren't taught in school, that wasn't taught at the family reunion, that wasn't taught at, a lot of our family members' homes, because they didn't know. But we learned these concepts, principles through Utopian Global. And we're working with individuals like a Claudia Eifert, who you just heard do a wonderful presentation. Listen, this is real. Here's someone who escaped Germany to live in now wealth, where she can travel the world and still help people in the process. I don't know about you, But the greatest opportunity you can have is to live the better life at the same time helping others to have better. And that's what I love about this opportunity, Utopian Global. So, again, we're excited about what's going on in America. We're excited about what's about to happen. We're excited about all the lives that we are changing. And listen to me, there's a lot of stuff out here, a lot of stuff promising you can do this, you can do that, build and create wealth. But let's really look at what real wealth is. Real wealth is assets that works for you that you don't have to work for. Please understand, when you understand that simple principle, that wealth creation is about what you create. It's about what you create with sustainable assets that survive every crisis. Then you can be grateful of why you have access to an opportunity like Utopian Global. Because we're not just talking about you earning an income. That's great too. Yeah, you're going to earn an income here. And the income, have you saw the pay plan? The income in which you can help people save in what they're doing, the company pays you very handsomely. But here's what's more important to me, that I can take action, that I can build and create wealth, teach my children how to do it, and that I don't have to worry about the future because I know the future is already secure. And it's secured in what, you may say? The same thing the generational wealthy has always done, in gold and silver. So I'm so glad I made the decision. And I trust and hope that you too will make the decision to get started, to get with the person who invited you on this call and tell them, hey, listen, let me into this thing. Because the information, the knowledge, and the opportunity you're going to get, and that's part of my personal mantra, knowledge, wisdom, truth, that's what I believe in. That's what I embrace. But the information you're going to get here is what's going to change your life, taking you to a whole nother level. So, Miss Claudia Eifert, thank you for all that you do with this company. Thank you for your training. Thank you for your commitment, your steadfastness in moving forward. To all the leaders all over the nation, thank you for seeing the vision and being a part of it. To our president, Mr. Bill Rao, we thank God for you, because all that you could have walked away with, you did not. You said, I want to empower other people, and you have and are doing just that. And I am a living testimony of what that looks like. So again, thank you for this opportunity. I encourage everybody to get started, get with the person who got with you on the line, and do something now. Because if you don't like what you have, you got to do something different. Always remember, if you complain about where you are, you will remain where you are. But if you believe that there's a better way, you will receive the better way, because prosperity is possible. Prosperity for you is possible with Utopian Global. Let's go for it. Thank you, Claudia.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Dr. Blue. And I figured out why I could not actually put you on the camera, because you're logged in with the phone, correct?
Oh, I think so. Okay, I must have did it the other way, but next time I promise you I'll be on so I can see all the wonderful people and they can see me.
So the GoToWebinar doesn't allow you, of course, on the phone. They don't give you this like the Zoom is different. But I have Ayala also on the call. Ayala Cargill here. I wish to see her face, but she's self-muted, but she can talk. Ayala, you just need to unmute yourself. The same deal, you're connected with the phone. So GoToWebinar platform needs to really get better in allowing with the phone, but not until now. So Ayala, if you want to unmute you, I know you wanted to say something as well. I think Ayala is just dropping out and maybe she's coming on board again. I don't know. That could be the case as well. Yeah, there you go. She is. She's coming. So Ayala, our good friend, as well from the United States, but she's international. It's the only lady I can speak 3 or 4 languages with. And who understands my German, which is fantastic. But Ayala, you are just dropped out. So I think. Oh no, there you go. You're self-muted, Ayala. If you wish to talk, your time is now. If not, then we have to get you on the next time. Okay, self-muted. There you go. All right. No, I think she's not getting it this time because I guess her connection is not so good. Well, with that, guys, I have one more question. So let's see if I answer that question. Meanwhile, Ayala is coming on board. 1 second here. I'm going to make it big. To see my questions. Okay, there's a question coming for store with MetaMask, the balance and Etherscan. What happens next? How do we get out of this, or can we reinvest before it falls due? Okay, well, it's pretty simple. If you have own store now and they're in your MetaMask or in your Ethereum, you know, that's fine. But in order to buy new store, simply buy new store. You don't need to necessarily transfer them now. You will get your cash payouts in US dollars. The US dollars will be in your platform. You can then use those US dollars to either reinvest more or to either buy gold and silver. So that is totally fine. You can do that. So there is no need for the to refer. Oh no, Ayala is there again. No, she's dropping out again. Okay, so let me see. Another question is coming there. 1 second. I'm just gonna make those questions big. Okay, can you make a card payment? Ayala, yeah, we can hear you, Ayala.
Yes, Claudia. Hi. I have to try to figure out how to do it. Bless God. How are?
Good. We are well. We are looking forward to hear from you.
Oh, absolutely. Good evening, everyone. Hello, Kietzi. Ciao. Come stai? All the languages, whatever you need. I am excited and I'm fired up. Let me share with you, people. This is the best opportunity that you had an opportunity to see tonight. Let me share with you how effective this is. You have heard Pastor Blue share with you how that was a blessing to him, where you know the word says that the fruit don't fall far from the tree. I am the fruit that God from the tree where Pastor Blue and Claudia Eifert blessed me to be able to see this opportunity. And it changed my life. It changed my husband, my children's life. Let me share with you how amazing this is. I have my daughter, 13-year-old, that's been seeing us working this opportunity. And she said, Mom, when I graduate, can I get a gold or silver? That was the question that she asked. She didn't ask for a Barbie. She didn't ask for a toy. She didn't ask for a phone. She asked me if she could get gold or silver. That shows me that I'm able to teach my children generational wealth that I would have never known if it wasn't for this opportunity. Listen to me. Do not wait or delay, because you're going to regret it a year, 2 years, 5 years from now. You're going to say, I should have, I could have, and I didn't. So with this presentation that Claudia Eifert shared with you, I am blessed to be able to have Pastor Blue being my mentor and Claudia being my mentor. That now that all my years I didn't know about generational wealth, I'm able to create generational wealth because of this opportunity. So don't delay. I'm telling you, you are going to be thankful to whoever has invited you for this opportunity. Ciao, auf Wiedersehen, cheers, good night, everyone.
Au revoir, your French, remember?
Au revoir.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Aljela. That is really fantastic. Next time, so you know, in GoToWebinar, just log in with the computer and then we can see you, because we want to see your face. So with
Absolutely, Claudia. Absolutely, I will do that. Thank you for everything.
Thank you. And so I just gonna finish this up now. We have this question again from Rose coming. So Rose, you can very simply buy store, pretty simple. So you buy store either with your credit card or buy with Bitcoin or buy via bank transfer. You just buy if you wish to reinvest buy. Now from the payments, you will get from once, of course, the cash is being paid out from the assets which is producing the income, that will be not sent in to your Ethereum, to your MetaMask. No, it will be in your back office of Utopian Global in US dollars. So you will get the cash payouts in US dollars. So where you see right now euro in your account, you see also another addition, which is US dollars. Why? Well, because the current asset produces obviously US dollars. So therefore the US dollars will be then put into your account, and there you can either withdraw it, you can either buy more store, you can either buy gold or silver with that, however you wish. That is what you can do. With, of course, that cash payouts you're going to get from the production of the assets which you do own right now. You're a shareholder of those assets. So that is how we do that. So hope that is clear. Another question comes from Sahir. Assalamu alaikum. Yes, peace upon you. Let's go and let's grow passive income, massive income. That's a good one. Absolutely. So that is. Thank you so much, everybody. I wish you all a safe and blessed weekend, and I hope to see many of you on the next presentation, which is next Tuesday. But throughout the week, we do a lot of Zoom calls as well. So get onto those Zoom calls. We do lots of trainings. We do lots of stuff. If you don't know where to find those links, ask the person who invited you. If you're already in Utopian Global Customer, an affiliate, you see a little bell button in your back office. You just click on that bell button. It gives you the time zone, always in ET time, Eastern Standard Time, for you. Why? Well, because obviously you've got to have one time zone, and then you've got to calculate which time zone this is for you. So with that, thank you guys. Have a blessed, safe weekend.